Well, South Africans have expressed shock at the video that has gone viral on social media. And in that video, Amathole Municipality councillor Nanziwe Rulashe is being manhandled and dragged from her office. Although Mayor Ndikinda has called for a probe and other organizations, including SALGA, have condemned the action, there's still a lot of mystery about what led to these events. Well, let's try and get a better understanding of what may have transpired. We're joined now by Nanziwe Rulashe. Ms. Rulashe, good evening to you, and thank you so much for your time. Firstly, it is a horrific ordeal that you have been through. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much, and good evening. Also, good evening to the viewers. Although I would say that I'm recovering, but I'm still traumatized. And even when I'm closing my eyes, even when I'm in the car, I'm still seeing the pictures. Like when you open social media, you're seeing yourself being dragged the way you are being dragged by the man. And I'm not fine. I'm really not fine. I am not.
It's understandable that you're not doing okay, because I think just based off the visuals that we as the public have of the events that unfolded, what we see is enough to make us understand why you're not okay. But my understanding is that these visuals are only a snippet of what you had actually been put through. So before we try and get to what you believe may have been behind what happened, speak to me about the context of the video where we see the woman who claims she's the head of security in the office with you, accompanied by two other gentlemen, as they're asking you to vacate the premises.
It didn't start at the where you saw the videos. It starts from the boardroom. We were having a strategic planning session. I'm a portfolio head of the strategic planning. To my surprise, as a portfolio head, that meeting was chaired by an HOD, which is my HOD, Akona Tinta, of which she's not supposed to chair a meeting of the department in my presence. Even if I'm not there, I would ask another councillor to chair that meeting. Secondly, I've been struggling to sit down with her. She is my HOD, my director. When we started, that was the 30th of December, I wanted to sit down with her on the 3rd we started on the 30th of November 2021. On the 3rd of December, she was nowhere to be found up until we closed on the 15th of December. When we opened January, I wanted to see her again so that she can take me through about the department. Remember that I was the portfolio head of the Department of Health. Now, I'm no more at the Department of Health. I'm deployed as a portfolio head of Department of Stretch. And she's an HOD there. She's supposed to take me through about the department, the challenges that the department is having. I don't even know the unities that department is having. The objectives of the department, know nothing about the department. I cannot be a politician that agrees on something that the official will come with, which is an administrator, without knowing. Now, she invites me to a meeting it cannot be correct that she invites me to a meeting. It can be correct that she said, Councillor, can we sit down and we plan for the department? She writes a letter to me that she does not report to me. She writes a letter to me that she reports direct to the municipal manager. And I'm trying to tell her, yes, you are correct to say that you are reporting to the municipal manager. But politically, you report to me. Because I report to the executive mayor who reports to the council. And if I don't know anything about this department, what is it that I'm going to say to the council? Because remember that there's going to be a mayoral committee where I must present I must present I'm locked now. I think I'm still traumatized because now everything is coming like back, like flashes coming back. But on that day, which is yesterday, I was there. The meeting was supposed to be starting at 8. I was there 7:30, waited until the meeting started, I think 8:30. Remember that we didn't start like as a portfolio head and as a HOD. So she came in. She's the chairperson of the meeting. In the meeting, she's saying I must introduce myself to the officials. It's her who's sharing the meeting of the department that I'm supposed to be sharing. And it is her, again, who's telling me to do the remarks. I don't even have the context of the meeting that I'm in. She didn't take me through about the department, then I'm supposed to be making remarks. It is that time when I was making the remarks, I told her that this strategic planning said department, it is not going to proceed. Reason one, I never sat with you. In the 55 days that I'm in the office, you are doing things that I don't know. How am I going to account about the things that I don't know? Two, I've been asking to sit down with you. You don't want to sit down with me. I've signed a pledge with the African National Congress because it is the ANC that deployed me to be in that position.
All right. Ms. Rulashe, I'm going to just interject there, and I'm really sorry to do this to you because I know it is one of the first times that you are speaking publicly about what has happened. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll have the opportunity to continue this conversation with you after this as the Pulse continues to continue our conversation with Councillor Nanziwe Rulashe, the Amathole Amathole Municipality Councillor, who of course has found herself in the news after she was very violently removed from her office yesterday. So the gist that we get, Councillor Rulashe, is that you were in this meeting and you were clearly not happy with the way that things were being run, and you felt there was no process that was being followed. What happened after that meeting?
We had an agreement of meeting so that she can take me through a one-on-one, of which she did send me an email of the presentations of the department. Then we set a time that we are going to meet at 11 a.m. Then we adjourned 10:45. Then when I went to that office, which is my office, there were 2 guys and one lady who claimed to be the head of the security of the institution, of which I don't know her. Then those 2 armed guys that didn't want to give me their name, because I asked them, who are you? They said that they are just securities. They can't give me their names. And the lady gave me her name, that's the name of PT, I believe so. And then they told me that they were having an instruction to take me off, like to take me out of the premises, the office that I was occupying. And I asked them why. And then they said that they have instruction from the municipal manager, Thandekile Mnyimba, to take me out. I was like shocked because Thandekile Mnyimba, I'm the principal to him. So why would he give an instruction to take a councillor out? And I've repeated my question to that lady. You say you've been sent by who? Said by MM. Said MM. Said yes, I've been sent by MM to take you out of the premises. I said no, I'm not gonna go anywhere. Then that's where she said we are going to take you by force. And then I said okay. That's when I put my phone down. Then that's where they grabbed me, like put me down and like doing the things that they have done. That you've seen. Yeah.
Part of what happened where, they're dragging you out of that building, it also seems to me that you had been assaulted, physically assaulted by some of these officials.
Yes, they have assaulted me. Even now, from the doctor, I have injuries. The bruises that I'm having have bruises. Yeah.
There are people who are watching this video and who have also seen that there were other people in the office at the time that all of this was unfolding. Do you have expectations of what your colleagues should have done in that moment?
I was so shocked that one of my colleagues, who happens to be a councillor, when the officials, the secretaries, because that open space is occupied by the secretaries of the councillors, he was telling them to go back to their stations while these kids are crying for help. Now you are having a councillor who's saying, go back to your stations, go back to your stations. Now they want to help. It is that time where Nambi came in, who's working in communications, said, no, not in our name. That's when she came and she fought to take those guys out, because it was the lady. There's a lady that is wearing a red dress who came and then who assisted me.
In the video, yeah. In the video, you also heard talking about your children and how they would feel having to see this video, or having to see their mom in this kind of position. And I can imagine, because the video has gone viral now, there must be some kind of conversation you've had to have with them. What have you told them?
We're still going for e-counseling. My kids are not fine. They've been crying since yesterday, even today. They are not fine. And just when people are going to send those things, and remember that kids, they go to social media. Even if I told myself that I'm not going to show my kids, I will show them when I'm ready. But my kids were the one who were calling me. Even my mother, I couldn't answer my mother, but she kept on calling, because when someone knows you, they would tell your kids, they will tell your mother. You are in a situation of being traumatized by that situation. Again, you are having a trauma of your family that is traumatized about that thing. So you are having a lot of stress, and it's going to result in depression. I don't know what is it that is going to result in, because now my phones, they are like non-stop ringing, non-stop. People are feeling it. My kids, they are getting from friends, what is it that had happened to your mom? Friends of the friends. So my kids are traumatized of this. Family is traumatized. Everyone is traumatized. Friends, people that are close to me are traumatized. How much more to my kids and my mother? My father is traumatized. So that's the thing. You.
What do you want to see happening?
You know, never undermine what that lady said. Never undermine it. I'm trying to think where I'm sitting. If the municipal manager can have an instruction that he would say an executive, not just a councillor, an executive who's a woman must be thrown out of doors, must be thrown out of the municipality that she is serving in, it means that I'm not safe. It means that I am not safe in that institution, and women that are in that institution are not safe. Even workers that are in that institution are not safe. I want to see the law taking its own course. That's number one. I want to see the person who had instructed an official to take me out to be taken into account of it. Because tomorrow, if it happened that they couldn't kill me, tomorrow I will be killed. And again, if you can have people that are calling themselves securities, but they are not in the payroll of the municipality, having guns in that municipality, then it means we are not safe.
All right.
And again, you are having a woman who is instructing men. Remember that she's saying she's the head of the security. I don't know which security company that can say she must just do as she pleased. I wonder how many instructions that she was given before the instruction, my instruction, that she must take me out. How many wrong instructions that she was given by the municipal manager to do things to people. If the municipal manager can instruct a security to take out the councillor, how many other instructions were there?
Ms. Rulashe, unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to leave it for tonight. Let me thank you again so much for coming onto The Pulse to share your story.